Come on in. Come on in, Donnie. Sit down. Grab a chair. Sit down, Donnie. Listen, Donnie. You're out as captain of the Eagles. We're going with Joey. Now, we had our vote. Your teammates voted. We have to respect the process, just as we respected the process when you were named captain. And Donnie, I'm going to tell you, I had my reservations about you being captain. You were loud. You said the dumbest things sometimes. Sometimes it seemed you were too interested in your own stats and getting your picture in the paper. But I respected the process. Even though most of the underclassmen went the other way, the seniors wanted you, so seniors get priority. But Donnie, you never tried to bring the team together, Donnie. And that is the first principal job of a captain. Playing in our league is hard enough, Donnie. When we're at war with each other, we ain't gonna be great. So you're out. So, Donnie, I'm not gonna kid you. There were times, God help me, Donnie, I didn't know what team you were playing on. That time we played the Bears, Donnie, I didn't know if you were with us or against us. So we're going with Joey. Your teammates have voted. How many? Last time I checked, almost 4.7 million. What's that? Lawsuits. Donnie, respect the process. We're moving forward. Now you can be with the Eagles, or you can be not with the Eagles. And you tell that to your friends Mitchell and Teddy and Lindsay and Tommy. Are they going to be with the Eagles or not with the Eagles? We'd like you to be with the Eagles. And it starts with voting for Record Journal Athletes of the Week. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may happen to be tuning in. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record Journal, and welcome to week 6, 5 plus 1, equaling 6 of the Fall Record Journal Athlete of the Week series. And Aaron, here we are, man. Postseason week. I did not think we were going to get here. I feel like I've been saying that since like October 1st. But we got here. Teams are playing for division championships. It's 70 degrees outside, and we're going to make it through the fall season. Barely, perhaps, but we're there. I'll tell you what, we have our winners from week 5. We have 6 new candidates, but we are shaking things up this week. Let's get after it. Our winners from week 5, we are happy to announce they are both from Meriden, from Wilcox Tech, Miss Montgomery Rios, and from Platt High School, Alexander the Great, Alex Rocha, Oregon Road, representing in week 5. Those are your winners. Montgomery and Alex, congratulations to you. And now for our week 6 candidates. Aaron, I'm going to stumble over 6 multiple times today, but I'm going to do my best for you, my man. Our week 6 nominees, I'm taking an alternative route. And I was thinking about doing this last week, and I'm going forward this week. I don't know if it's like the Kamala Harris edition of Athletes of the Week. I don't really think it's that. It's because in the fall, we have so many girls' sports, and we have so many girls who play so well. And this week, it is the Ladies' Night edition of Record Journal Athletes of the Week. It's just the way it is. I had 6 candidates, and to be honest, Aaron, it was almost like I had to have a primary. There were like 10 or 12 of them. I winnowed the field down to 6. One from 6 different schools, and let's get after it from the top, in alphabetical order, and it literally is from B to Z, starting with, from Maloney High School, Miss Riley Benigni. She is a swimmer on the Meriden Co-op swim team, only a freshman, and hey, Ed Heath and the girls have had a really fine fall. 5 dual meets, they won 4 of them, 4-1, and the 4 wins were all against traditional conference rivals. So in essence, it was like a conference championship type of season for Ed and the girls. And Riley Benigni was a big part of it. She is a distance freestyler, swims a 200 free, 500 free. She won 7 of those races this year and was also a part of 8 first place relays. That's a lot of first places. 7 plus 8 equals 15, and it makes Riley Benigni Athlete of the Week nominee number 1 here in week 6. Our second nominee for week 6, she hails from Lyman Hall High School, and I'm glad we've got her back. She was here last year, and I'm glad we have her back. She is, from the field hockey team, Miss Grace Chappell. And I'm glad we have her back because that means she's doing something good. It also means I get to correct the mistake I made last year when she was a nominee and I called her Grace Chappelle, like the comic. Dave Chappelle, who was just on Saturday Night Live. Well, it's Grace Chapel, as in going to the chapel and we're going to score goals in field hockey. That is what Grace did last week. Now, listen, honestly, for the Lyman Hall girls field hockey team, they weren't scoring any goals. Then they played Shelton last Wednesday, and Grace Chapel knocked 3 times. Boom, she scores a goal. Shelton loses 1-0 to the Lady Trojans. The next night, over at Sheehan, good rivalry game, ended in a 2-2 tie because Grace Chapel scores a goal with 6 and change left to forge that tie. Grace Chapel, good to have you back aboard as a Record Journal Athlete of the Week nominee. For our third and fourth nominees, we are going over to the volleyball court, and these two girls will be going head-to-head on Wednesday in the SEC Division. You know, Aaron, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if it's Division A, Division B, Division C. They're like, it's a whole alphabet they've got. And all our teams are in different divisions. It's mighty confusing for this old brain. But I do know this. I do know that Sheehan and Cheshire are going head-to-head on Wednesday in the semifinals, just as they did last week in a regular season match. And we got a girl from each team. From Cheshire, Miss Sarah Holly, the senior setter. She's a good one. She's a very good one. I've been watching her all season. Last week against Sheehan, we're going to go to the magic board, Aaron. There it is. 16 assists and 11 aces. I'm going to double check that because my eyes are bad. Nope, there it is. 11 aces for Sarah Holly in the win over Sheehan. Came back and closed out the regular season with a win over Amity. And Sarah had 24 assists. She is definitely the hub of the Cheshire Wheel. Sarah Holly, congratulations to you, girls nominee number 3. And the girl from Sheehan, who will be on the opposite side of the court from her today, she is Miss Caitlyn Hunt. We know Caitlyn very well. She is our reigning Record Journal Girls Basketball Player of the Year, but she also plays a mean game of volleyball. As Sheehan volleyball coach Victoria Speranza says, when she hits the ball, it just goes down. And may I add, it just stays down. In the regular season finale against Lyman Hall, Caitlyn had 11 kills. She also had 7 digs. Sheehan won that match to even the regular season series. The teams played 4 times this year with the cohort scheduling. 2 wins for Sheehan, 2 wins for Lyman Hall, and a Record Journal Athlete of the Week nomination for Miss Caitlyn Hunt. Caitlyn, congratulations. Okay, number 5 and number 6, we're going out to the soccer field. And I wish we were out there right now, Aaron, because it's 70 degrees outside. We're in this tiny little room, and I've got a sweater on for no good apparent reason. But I know who our girls nominees are, and I'm happy with these two. I've been watching these girls, again, since the start of the season. We're going to start over at Southington, home of the 12-0 Lady Knights. And big one for them is right here, junior Meyer Roblewski. And, she does a lot of the free kicks for Southington, especially on corner kicks. And Aaron, you ought to see this girl, man. They're like smart bombs. They just keep going in the same exact spot, especially on the corner kicks. It's a beautiful thing to behold. And with the free kicks, if they're within a certain range and angle of the goal, it's like an automatic goal. Meyer Roblewski, 10 goals on the season, 6 assists. Southington 12-0 going into their little postseason tournament, and we're looking forward to their rematch, we're assuming, with Farmington, which would be either Thursday or Friday. That should be a good game. For now, Meyer Roblewski, good to have you aboard as girls nominee number 5. The 6th nominee, turns out we got freshman bookends for this episode. We had Riley Benigni to start the show. We close it with this young lady from Wilcox Tech, Miss Angela Zandry, having a fantastic freshman year for Wilcox Tech soccer. Her first game, 2 goals. Closing out the regular season the other day, 2 goals. Wilcox went 4-2-2. You add that up very quick. That's 8 games. Angela had 7 goals, 4 assists. They're playing in their conference tournament. And don't be surprised if Angela adds to the totals. It's been that kind of a season for our freshmen. And there you have it. 6 ladies in, 6 ladies out. We'll give you the top 2 vote getters next week. Next week's show, we'll introduce our last cast of characters from this week's postseason tournaments. We'll bring you the highlights, who wins what, and one last batch of nominees. So on that note, we've got games to cover. Aaron, you've got games to cover. I got to pick up my kid somewhere. He always needs to be picked up. And then we got games to cover. So right now, you're watching this. It's Wednesday, about 6 o'clock. Go online at myrecordjournal.com/sports. Between now, Sunday at midnight, and cast your vote for your favorite female athlete of the week nominee. We'll bring you the winners. Until then, I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the American Record Journal. My best as always to my man Aaron Flom and my man Sean Kid Krofsick. Be good.